Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some simple techniques to give yourself a great relaxing foot massage featuring some high quality CBD oil. So if you have been hip to what's trending, CBD is all over social media these days. It is all the rage in terms of pain management, stress relief, anxiety, support. You know, it's just good for so many things. One of my favorite ways to use CBD is to apply it topically. And as a massage therapist, this is great for me to use on my clients and on myself. So you don't always have somebody available to do the foot rubbing for you, but you can still give yourself a very relaxing foot massage, and that is what this video is all about. So I'm starting with a generous scoop of the Conacrism from Desert Stone Tools, is my personal favorite topical CBD. So just getting a nice generous scoop, I'll rub my hands together and begin to massage it onto my feet, all across the tops and the bottoms. So it's great to just start with some gentle massage techniques, just kind of gliding your hands across the tops and bottoms of your feet. And this starts to bring a little more blood into the area. You'll start to feel your hands and your feet warming up. And then we can start to work into areas of a little more tension, which tend to be along the inner arch. So I like to use my thumb to make some nice circles, starting from the base of the heel and working my way up to that space just below the ball of the foot. And then I'll trace those circles coming back down. And then I'll make a small fist, and using my knuckles, I'll just gently begin to glide up and down that outer edge of the foot. So just gently kneading, gliding the hand up and down. So, you know, people have said, and maybe you agree, like it never feels as good when you do it to yourself as when somebody else does it for you. And while I would agree that that's could be true, there is something nice about massaging yourself, and that is that you know exactly where the tension is. You know exactly how much pressure is enough, and you know just what it takes to soothe those barking dogs. Okay, then we can start to massage across the ball of the foot. And I'll just bring my thumbs side to side and make some small circles across those toe joints there. Going from the big toe to the small toe and back again. So you can repeat that as many times as it feels good. Then you can take those thumbs and just alternate, going from the heel up to the ball of the foot, just taking your time, going back and forth. Then I'll come back to my knuckles and circulate around the heel. Now the heel does a ton of work. It's always bearing the brunt of our weight. So it feels good to massage that heel. So you can go in one direction and in the other, making circles around your heel. And then I'll come down to the ankle and squeeze. So it just feels really nice to work out that heel. So we could just give it a little more love here. And then I also like to work across the top of the foot, which I feel is kind of neglected in massage oftentimes. And I'm just using my thumbs here to trace a line from the top of my foot down to the toes, and you'll feel different levels of sensitivity based on, you know, where you might have some trigger points or just tense places in the feet. But this just feels really good here, just gliding your fingers across the tops of the feet there. Then you can also use the palm of your hand to massage around the top of the ankle there. So this is an area that can get real tight if we're you know, sitting a lot or just not on our feet very much, things start to become tight and kind of immobilized. So it's good to massage across the top of the ankle. Then you can also kind of roll your foot around. The challenge here is to not like do it with your ankle, but to let your foot relax and let your hand do the circling. So a little bit of a like a brain teaser almost, but it's good to loosen things up in the foot there. Then I'll also just like to give my foot a good squeeze. And from this angle with my leg crossed over, as I reach around, hooking my fingers underneath the sole of my foot can kind of pull back, flexing the foot. And I'm using some pressure through my fingertips as I pull back. So I'm getting some nice pressure into the sole of the foot here. Yep, just kneading. Feels good to loosen up that foot. Then I'll prepare to move on to my second side. Now that that right foot is just feeling kind of mushy like Jell-O, we'll spread the love to the left side. So again, I'm just gonna get a nice, good, generous scoop of this CBD here and rubbing my hands together. I'll cross that foot over my ankle. Look good there. Then we'll start to spread that CBD oil all over. Again, just using some broad, flat palm strokes. Feeling that warmth. Like by now your hands are already pretty warm from the first side, so it should feel pretty good to that second foot as it starts to warm up. Yeah. So then again, we can start with the thumbs, tracing lines from the heel of the foot up to the ball of the foot. Using as much or as little pressure as feels good to you. I can make circles. I think that's what we did on the first side, doing circles, but you know, any of these strokes will feel amazing. So it's just really about finding that right pressure and finding those right places to work into the bottom of the foot. Then I'll take my soft knuckles and start to massage along the outer edge of the foot. You can see that, you know, there's some mobility there in that outer arch, but it's an area that can get very tight. So it feels good to give it some massage love in there using the knuckles. Okay, then we can come across, ooh, yeah, making big circles on the sole. The whole sole of the foot feels awesome. Then I'll come in with my thumbs to massage little circles around the ball of the foot. So this is like that real meaty, soft part of your foot, right underneath the main joints of the toes. So just doing little circles from one side to the other. And even though I have to do the work of massaging my foot myself, the CBD really helps. It's so relaxing that my foot feels totally melty, and even my hands are getting a benefit from the CBD as well. So then we can come down to the heel, and again I'm using those knuckles to massage circles around the heel in one direction, and then you can switch and go the other way. And you'll notice, you'll see what feels the best to you. And then you can come down to the ankle and start to squeeze along this heel here. Loosen up any of that connective tissue. And it feels good to work along the ankle as well. Okay, then after we've done a good work on the sole of the foot, we can start to move up to the top of the foot. So here, I'm just using my thumbs to trace those lines across the toes. Using as much or as little pressure as feels right. And we can use the palm of the hand to start to massage around the ankles. So using one hand to just kind of support my foot, and then using the other hand to do the work. So just kind of warming into the ankle there. And then you can give yourself that challenge of relaxing the foot and the ankle and using your hand to circulate the foot. One way and then the other way, and see if one side is more challenging than the other. Sometimes it's hard to get the nervous system to cooperate. Okay, then I'll reach with both hands and just start to do some squeezing and some kneading of the foot. And then hooking my fingers underneath the sole of the foot, I can kind of pull back, giving it a good pressure along the bottom of the foot. Yeah, so these are just some different techniques that you can use, massaging your own feet, and you can mix it up. You know, foot massage is kind of demanding. It's a lot of hard work on the hands, so you can practice these different techniques, you know, using the palm of your hand, using your knuckles, using your thumbs, and if you just change it up and keep switching between your different tools, you can really get in there and give yourself a great foot massage. And, you know, even if it seems like it's not as good to do it yourself as when someone else does it for you, we don't always have the time or the resources to go get a massage, but you know what? You still deserve it. You're worth it. So go ahead and like this video, give it a thumbs up, and add it to your favorites so you can come back and follow along the next time that you're ready to give yourself some foot love. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you like the sole of the foot or the top of the foot. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.